Hi guys, we're back here with David and Alec to talk to them about the last matchup. So Alec, tell us about how you're feeling right now.
Pretty good. Things panned out pretty well for both decks. They sort of did what I was hoping they would do. Leela had enough time to set up pretty completely, which is the ideal for her in that particular deck list. And then with Blue Sun, with decks, particularly ones that rely on Data Sucker or other successful run effects, I could really close it out, and I managed to do so, and just got the money. And
apparently been going well for you all day. You're what, 4th seed coming in today?
Looks like it.
Looking at possibly going for the top 3.
Yeah, it's exciting
See
stuff.
how it goes next round.
Yeah.
Now, David, there's some of these things. We're looking at your ETF deck. Tell us about some of these includes here, right? There's some stuff we weren't expecting. There's some wormholes in here, red herrings.
Yep.
Just some things we don't normally see splashed in ETFs. Tell me about some of these decisions.
Well, I play HB a lot, and I feel like if I'm going to be forced to play HB, then I need to be installing something every single turn.
Okay.
So if, there really are no other as good as engineering the future. So I saw a couple of different decks that had just a whole bunch of upgrades. So I kind of...
Hence the Highland and the Chrysium.
Yeah, the Highland and the Chrysium. I love playing Bioroids. I love playing... That's the reason I play HP is because I like Bioroids. So Highline Grid actually is great for, you can res on an Eli and just have just an Eli and put a Highline behind it, and they're like, okay, cool, well, I won't run there for a couple turns.
So if you like the Bioroid Eyes, how are you liking? I don't see the new cards in here. The brain tapping.
The brain tapping facility. It is a fantastic card, but I realized that because I kept playing it over and over and over again, and I realized that if you install it, you pretty much have to res it right then.
Right.
So you can get the benefit for it, because I played it in like 15 different games, and every single time I did it, if I didn't instantly res it,
you're not really getting your money back.
Then you don't get your money back for it, because I'm like trying to res a Heimdall, and I'm like, well, if I res both of these warehouses and they run on the Heimdall, then it costs less. Like it doesn't end up panning out to be worth it. And faking remotes is the whole game. So
I think the timing on HB has been a little weird. Like when they got their box, they got things like Tyre's Hand and all these Bioroid efficiency research, that just the timing was weird, and the way you had to do them and install them just kind of messed with them a little bit. I'm a big fan of Wizard.
Me too.
Love it.
Me too.
Your Wizard deck looks a little bit more like a Shaper deck. I like the SMC coming in here.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of one-off programs, right?
Yeah. Well, it's not been doing nearly as good as I thought it would do.
Yeah, we were watching it. We were like, man, if you got some better draws, this would be great.
Oh, man.
And we're sitting there watching you search for some breakers.
I know. Yeah. It would be awesome.
Where are they at? Right. So, Alec, I haven't seen an Au revoir Layla deck yet. It may be in the meta somewhere else. It's not in the meta around here. So, what are you thinking? What's your...
Yeah, so as you know, last time we played a match, I was running Chaos Theory Au revoir
I do remember.
Snitch. And while that was good, and you could get it set up quickly with the Shaper tutoring tools, you did it, and then that was pretty much it. You had a neat economic engine, which is giving you information, but it wasn't necessarily the boost that deck needed.
Right.
Whereas with Leela, you can have Au revoir Snitch as somewhat of an economic engine combined with Katie Jones. You can figure out the breakers that you need, and they're not rezzing. So with Leela, you can employ her ability to strategically bounce things. You can also figure out what breakers you need.
So you know what you need to pop back?
Exactly.
Makes
Exactly.
sense. Like it. All right. Well, best of luck to you, Alex, in the future rounds, and David as well. Hopefully your draws will smooth out a little bit. I do
try
like
to get you
these
some more
decks.
wins so you get amped up a little bit. I got you covered.
Thanks, man.
The friendly
Appreciate it.
Netrunner community we have here. All right, thanks, guys. Stay tuned, and we'll get back to the action here in just a few minutes.